All right, what is up, guys? I think we are live right now. I'm just checking here. Let me see this. Live right now? Yeah, I think we're live here on, on both places. Live. I'm doing a live stream right now on both YouTube and Instagram. So I'm just looking, where is my YouTube view? Let me see. That's not it. I'm just looking. What's up, everyone? Anyone on? I guess watching this on two places. Sorry. Right now we're gonna be doing a live stream for the next hour or so. The way to submit songs is on our YouTube channel, where we're also doing this live stream. If you go on YouTube, if you search lalal.ai, you'll find our YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure that we are live right there. I think it's working. Yeah, I think we're good on YouTube. Basically, if you go to YouTube or if you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link in the description of the video right on YouTube. That'll take you to a webpage where you can then submit your songs, and we're going to react to them. I'm just looking for one thing on my computer here, guys. One sec. Let me just see. Give me one sec here. I'm this is like one of my first times, or I think only my second time doing the live stream in both places. And I just clicked some weird setting on Streamlabs, and I'm trying to get back to the view just because I want to make sure that everything is good. Give me one sec here. Okay. Yeah, I think that we are good. So just get everything. Where's the Instagram? Yeah, chat. Okay, now we're here. Now we're good to go. As I was saying, anyone who wants to submit a song, come over and join the live stream over on YouTube. On YouTube, there is a link, and I can actually pull this up here so I can show you guys who are watching on Instagram. If you go over to our YouTube channel, search lalal.ai, you'll find the YouTube video here, kind of inception right now. There's a link right in the description that you can visit, and then submit your songs right through this link. I have a handful of songs that I'm going to be listening to, but like some songs already in the queue. But I do like to kind of reward anyone who's just joining live for this live stream. So if you guys have submitted a song, drop a message in the chat so they can kind of bump you ahead in the queue. Because I always like when we, review and react to songs live while you guys are here. So I'm just about to get set up here. I'm excited to, I'm excited to listen to see what you guys got this evening here. Let's see this. So what's up? I see we got a couple people here on YouTube. We got Firewolf. We got Jake. Greetings from Dublin, Ireland. That's crazy. What time is it over in Ireland? I've been doing these live streams at 8 o'clock my time, which is New York, Toronto type of time zone. But I've always wondered if I should kind of adjust these live stream times for anyone who is overseas or a couple hours ahead of me. 1 a.m. Yeah, that's that's crazy. I don't know. We're gonna be doing a couple live streams in May. We usually do 2 live streams a month, so I might see about adjusting the schedule or anything like that. But yeah, okay, let's get into these. I do want to mention just one other thing. Sorry, guys, before we begin. I thought we had this. One sec here. Okay. Yeah, basically with these live streams, if anything is off audio, video wise, definitely let me know so I can kind of adjust that. I'm just about to queue up the first one here because we got a handful of submissions. I want to listen to as many as possible here. Oh yeah, we just got a bunch come in here. All right, let's let me get back to the chat here. All right, I'm just queuing up the first one here. The first one's gonna be from Firewolf. So let's let's get this going here. I'm excited. I think you guys should be able to hear this too. Nice. Okay, I like this so far. Let's go. I'm liking this. This is starting hot. This is Timeless by Firewolf, who's a good friend of the channel here. So far, I love the sound selection. I think it's a really clean mix so far too. Like the synths and the kind of melodies, I think are really cleanly mixed. I'm excited to see where you take this one. Nice. I thought this was actually going to go in kind of a slower direction with the drums, and I kind of like the fast drums. This is solid. I love the kind of like glide on the vocals, or sorry, on the synth. Nice. I love, okay, I'm obsessed with these melodies. This is so sick. Oh yeah. Yeah, the melodies in this are so good. I think overall, like, the mix is really good. The melodies are like top tier for me with this. These are like tropical house type of like synth kind of stuff. Yeah, now this is, I really like this. I really like this a lot, man. Oh yeah, and then I love that ending too, the yeah, right at the ending there. The kind of tempo shift. And bringing in like the soft piano. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Man, I think it's been like a couple of weeks since we heard any of your stuff, and I feel like this, like, I'm trying to remember the last one I heard from you, but I feel like this one is like miles ahead of like anything that we heard last. And I don't like mean this in, in any bad way, meaning that like, we didn't like your stuff before, because I've always loved it. But this is like, man, this is probably one of my favorites from you. Again, I'm gonna say it again. The melodies are like, I love the melodies. They're so fun. They're so catchy. I love the sound. I love how it's like a plucky sound, but also it's like a soft synth. And again, the kind of shift in notes. I heard one part here that I want to go back. Yeah. Oh, I love this one. Yeah, that's so sick, man. I do like, I think that's such a good technique for like synth melodies, because of course, I don't know if you like record that, live, but whenever I do my synth melodies, I'm always just like clicking in the notes or kind of making it sound on beat. So doing stuff like that with like the little like note glides is like the perfect way to kind of like, humanize the track a little bit. But yeah, I am feeling that one, man. That one is is really, really good. And I feel like even this end, like, I don't know, I feel like you could even do like a Timeless Part 2 and do something with like those chords and the melodies and kind of a softer, like, I don't know, additional kind of track Part 2. But yeah, I think that one is sick, man. I really, really like that. All right, I'm going to queue up this next one here. This one is from Jake Signal. Have I been calling it Jake Segal? I feel like I've been butchering your name every time, but from Jake, Jake Signal, Free in Yo 233. Jake is a really good friend of the channel here, and listening to his stuff, he always always kind of blows my mind. And I do want to mention too, anyone listening to this on YouTube who's watching the live stream, if you want to submit your songs, hop over to the YouTube live stream. In the YouTube description, there's a link to submit your songs. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Instagram, sorry, come over and join us on YouTube. But let's check out this one here. So far, another solid mix. I like this. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, one thing, and I apologize, I'm just just pausing this as it's getting really good into the drop. I think one thing I really like about this song is just how like there's no filler stuff. I love how it just like jumps right into it. Like 50 seconds and we're already at like the drop. Like I think this is like, it just had me hype from the moment I pressed play to like right now. Like I just feel like, I don't know, it kept me going. I really love how like, quick you got to the point with this one. I've heard this vocal sample before. I feel like it's like a popular like house kind of vocal sample, but I like it. I like sometimes in like I don't know. This is gonna kind of like contradict myself, but I like when like samples and stuff are creative, but then also I get hyped when samples are kind of unique too. And you kind of done both with this.
This is how we do it when we're on. I got more money in my pocket, check my tone. This is how we do it when we're on. I got more money in my pocket, check my tone.
I think, yeah, again, I want to like give admiration to the mix. I feel like with a song like this, I haven't made a whole lot of kind of house stuff like this before. But whenever I hear stuff like this, I can imagine when you're mixing like a couple of different synth layers and bass layers and kick, like there's a lot of stuff in the low end that I feel like is hard to get a good mix on. And it sounds good. So like I just imagine that it's tough to get a good mix on a track like this, but I'm liking it.
It's time for me to put the rights in front of wrong. There is no way for you to stop me, see I'm gone. This is how we do it when we're on. I got more money in my pocket, check my tone. It's time for me to put the rights in front of wrong. There is no way for you to stop me, see I'm gone.
Yeah, the mix is really, really solid with this. I feel like even I gotta go back to
Be
this.
free in your mind.
That kick drum is so
Be
good.
free in your mind. Be free in your mind.
Yeah, I love that. I love that that kick drum.
In your mind. Free in your mind. This is how we do it when we're on.
I feel like the vocals are at a really, really good level with this too. Like everything, of course, sounds clean in the mix. But yeah, I think that the vocals just sound they're really good level too. Like everything.
I got more money in my pocket, check my tone. It's time for me to put the rights in front of wrong. There is no way for you to stop me, see I'm gone. Free in your mind, be free in your mind. Free in your mind, be free in your mind. Free in your mind, be free in your mind. Free in your mind, be free in your mind.
Yeah, dude, and I saw you're saying some of those couple of you guys in the chat here were saying some mixing tips. I'm kind of like dying to like make some more like house stuff like that. I've been obsessed with that latest Skrillex album and just like blown away by all the production and the bass on that. And I am I'm just really kind of inspired by that stuff recently, and this one obviously inspires me a whole lot. Love it. This next one here is It's Alright main version by Prime Black. I know a couple of people were asking about the queue and what we currently have. Again, I always try and showcase songs and react to songs from anyone who's submitting live and who's watching the chat live here. I have this one that I'm about to play, and then I have I have 3 more that came in. So yeah, if you guys want to submit some songs, please still submit it. They're still open. I definitely don't want to rush, the submissions, but I do want to listen to as many I can within the next 40-ish minutes. And if I don't get in, if I don't get a chance to listen to your stuff in this live stream, you'll basically still be added in the queue. Probably going to do a live stream in early May sometime too. But yeah, let's get into this. If you have a song, drop it in the submission link. We'll definitely do my best to get to it this evening. Let's check out this one here. Switching gears a little bit with this one, but I'm cool with it.
Red balloons in a dark gray sky, shades of light through my closed eyes. I'm alright, yeah, I'm alright. I'm not here just marking time, just another hill to climb. I'm alright, yeah, I'm alright. I look in the mirror and what I see, that there's always hope for me. I'm alright, yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright, living in this hard life.
Okay.
Got the world around me.
I'm quite enjoying this one a lot.
Shine that light on me tonight. I'm alright, living in this hard life. Got the world around me. Shine that light on me tonight.
Yeah, I think this is good. I do have a couple of kind of initial thoughts. Some, I guess, like suggestions. I feel like in this part here where all of like the more elements and instruments come in, I feel like they came in a little bit abrupt, just way back here. I love them though.
I'm alright, yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright, living in this hard life. Got the world around me.
And then kind of when they end too.
Shine that light on me tonight.
I guess they kind of like fade out there. I felt like when they came in, the first time I heard it, when they came in, I felt like they came in, yeah, just a little bit abrupt, like maybe like a cymbal roll or a little drum fill. Obviously, kind of keeping like, that kind of soft, mellow mood would be good. But yeah, I feel like they came in a little bit like hot there, but I do love the lyrics. I do love the production. I love the vocals. Your vocals on this are, they fit the track really well too, which I really like. And I'm excited to hear the rest of this one.
I look to God to keep me straight, the Holy Ghost to keep my faith. I'm alright, yeah, I'm alright. People watch, people stare, I wonder what it's like out there. I'm alright, yeah, I'm alright. I'm sometimes good, I'm sometimes strange, driving in the wrong lane. I'm alright, yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, I love these lyrics.
Yeah, I'm alright, living in this hard life. Got the world around me, shining light on me tonight.
I think I'm trying to listen here because I was gonna say that like listening to it on a first kind of impression, on a first kind of my first go listening to this, I felt like the vocals. Obviously, you have like your lead vocal line, right? This is like something that I kind of mention in my kind of like go-to feedback for vocalists. I feel like having a vocal line, like one vocal take, I feel like it could always be improved through additional layers and harmonizing layers, like ad-libs and doubles and stuff like that. And then listening to this kind of like chorus section here, I think that you had I think that there are like harmonizing layers, but I think that they're a little bit hard to hear.
I'm alright, living in this hard life, got the world around.
Yeah, so they are there. I find that they're just a little bit hard to hear. Like, I feel like if I was listening to this, like, and not paying super, super close attention, it would just kind of feel like there's like the lead vocal line and nothing else from your vocals. So yeah, I would say like, I think you'd mentioned too that this was a demo recording. Yeah, I would say just kind of like maybe a little bit more depth to the vocals. I feel like the choir vocals, the choir kind of chords are maybe a tad loud, and that might be kind of one thing that's drowning out some of the other vocal layers. And then yeah, John was saying I would have given the song a better bass drum with more punch. I was thinking that like a bit of a more prominent bass line. Nothing like crazy, but just yeah, definitely something to kind of fill out that low end a little bit more, whether it be just like a simple, bass line, or turning up the bass if it's there, or making the kick drum. But yeah, I think something to kind of fill out the bottom end a little bit more, especially in this like chorus section, could just kind of add more depth to the track basically.
I don't mean tonight. Sometimes I just don't care. Beware, beware, beware.
Yeah, so I hear like the other layers in this part here.
I'm always starting off from here.
Okay. I like the flute here. That's good. That's interesting.
I'm alright, living in this hard life. Got the world around me. Shine a light on me tonight. I'm alright, living in this hard life. Got the world around me. Shine a light on me tonight.
Yeah, like these vocals here, I like that. I felt like just with maybe like the choir vocals in that chorus, it was like a little hard to hear, but I think that you have like all of the proper elements are in there. I think it's maybe just mostly like a leveling thing, right? Like in that chorus, like the, for lack of a better term, busy section. I think like lowering the volume a bit of like the vocal or like the choir pads, bringing up some of the volume on your kind of ad-lib and double layers there. And then I think like the only thing, I think maybe if you could find a spot or two for like a little like cymbals kind of, like drum, maybe some light drum fills or cymbals, just kind of build a little bit more energy. Not that it like, a ton of energy, but just kind of like keep things flowing a little bit smoother. But I do really like that track, and I love the vocals and I love the lyrics. That's a really cool one. All right, let's see here. All right. Next submission here is from, what was this one? This one is from John, who is, I see he's in the chat right now, so let's check out this. This one is Come With We 2025 remix.
Another DJ bass crew.
Central District Live, Central District Live, Central District dedicated to the original.
So something.
I think we were listening to one of yours in the last live stream too.
They were the rap band, highly influenced Northwest hip hop. They were part of Seattle's second hip hop movement.
Was this? I think we heard this one in the last. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that we listened to. I'll still listen to it a bit. I think that we listened to this one, unless it's a different one from the previous live stream link. Yeah, no, I think that we were listening to this one in the last live stream. But I do like this one. I remember this. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure because I was listening to this and I was like, wait, I kind of remember, and I kind of remember that little Kendrick sample. If you got like the other one, yeah, definitely send it. I'll try and listen to anything new that you've got too. But I do love this track too. Yeah, if you got the other one, feel free to submit it. If not, no worries. I'll come back to that one. Let's see here. I'll put this other one on in the meantime here. This one is okay. I'll check out that other one the other one shortly. This one is from Archie Lewis, who is in the chat here as well. And I always get kind of hyped whenever I see music videos too, just because I feel like I often get lost in the music video a little bit.
Heads pounding from the city noises, signals beaming down your program choices. Standing still like they've taken a pill on their mobile phones, waiting for free will. Gotta break this signal running through me.
I mean, I know that I'm always like supposed to like critique the music video or critique the music and not the music video. This music video is really well done though. I feel like I'm watching like an episode of that Daredevil show that just came out. Like if it's really good like cinematography, I love the kind of like trippiness in it. And it obviously it goes well with the track too.
Break this signal running through me. I feel it tapping on the top of my head. I feel it buzz in my pocket. It's a text on red. I feel a cold rush up and down my spine.
I like the kind of minimal approach to the production. Like I feel like it kind of fits the mood really well, right? I think I had this comment in one of the last live streams maybe, but I think one thing that like, you know, I always encourage producers or, you know, artists or singers or anyone, you know, creating music is basically to think about the overall like mood or feeling that you're trying to portray, right? Or even like where the song is going to end up, right? Because I feel like, you know, depending on where you're putting your song, maybe it needs a lot of energy, maybe it needs, you know, a lot of crazy drum fills or solos or something like that. But if you're trying to have a song that kind of tells like a more like trippy story, something like this, I feel like then you can kind of work backwards and like make sure that like all the production matches. And I feel like this one like definitely matches that kind of story.
Myself, everything will be just fine. Gotta break this signal running through me. I gotta break this signal running through me. Pain gets sharper as I'm swarmed by the crowds. Dormant bodies controlled by a cyber spell. Temptations, vibrations pulsate in my mind. I can feel silent frequencies crossing my line. I gotta break this.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying this. I was kind of watching the music video, but everything just like fits with this.
Signal running
that I do want to note, and one thing that I really like is like obviously you have the vocals, which like I love the delivery with them. You have that kind of like, you know, guitar playing along, and then in the background there's these like kind of like trippy organ style synths, that just like really like add a lot to the track. Yeah, again, the music videos is so sick. I think we were mentioning. Yeah, a zero budget music video. This is like really, really well done. Yeah, I like this. This is such a cool part here. Yeah, I've really been into like kind of like soundscapes like this, right? Where you have a bunch of like abstract sounds and like, you know, certain tracks and layers are doing different things. Like, I love this. And like great use of like chorus and like flanger and phaser effects on this. Yeah, that is so sick. I can just tell, like, listening to that kind of like end like section there, I can like tell the attention to detail with it, and I really really like that. I feel like I'm also kind of like invested in like, I don't know, the character in this music video. Like I kind of want to see more. I kind of see what happens next type of thing. Like I say, it totally reminded me of watching like Daredevil, and I'm kind of like hooked on that, and I kind of want to see more. Okay, I'm gonna check out this one here. This one was from John. So we're gonna check out this one here.
Las Vegas SWAT members moved into the home of Glenn Keith Davis, known as Keith CD, on July 17, 2023. Davis, 60, is cited as one of two living eyewitnesses to the 1996 drive-by shooting of Tupac in Las Vegas. All this has led to the resurgent interest in the murder of Machiavelli.
I survived on my enemies, sipping on Yankee Hennessy. I niggas fell off, but my true soldiers remember me. Frozen in time, a 9 about to go off. Money make this niggas so soft, and about to show off a true thought. Riding in my drop top in. So no love. Ain't no need to be friends. So witness my cold strategy. Sit on my throne, lavishly decorated with thugs. Cause royalties in my pedigree. A room where I would never be. Forgotten was talking about peckers and.
Okay, so I don't fully know like the context of this one. I see you said a remix of the AI cover of Tupac and DMX. I don't know like the original one. But I kind of like the groove. It's kind of like this old school kind of like funky groove. I feel like the vocals are like a tad like quiet. Like I'm trying to like listen to them, and I like the kind of effect that you have on it. I just feel like they're a little bit quiet, so they're kind of being like washed out in the mix a little bit. I like the drums though. The drums are kind of interesting because they remind me of like old school like, you know, hip hop drums, right? Especially that snare. but then they're like really like clean sounding, the drums too. Like they're not like, I don't know, they're not like as like old school and kind of retro as I would expect. Like they're kind of like modern sounding. Yeah, I like the effect, like that filter on the vocals. I just feel like they're a little bit like quiet. I think that's kind of like my only like point with this.
Got no more feelings for my vision is peace. I roll one deep with my peace as I breathe in the streets. The shadow is my bed. I'm tight, the blocks get up and keep me busting shots from a nigga. Pop, I blow this nigga's brain up. Man, this shit he was talking, and his blood, we keep up the same eye. Should've never fucked with a dog, nigga. Oh, toast it up for my dog niggas. It's very good, just run once the dog man comes to begin, reflecting what you done in the due time. You find out for yourself where you be. And the riches that will help you hell when you read your maker, he break you down and analyze.
Yeah, I like this part, like dropping off the drums. I feel like this is like the kind of thing here. Like I like the kind of switch up without the drums here towards the end of this verse. And I feel like, again, like I was saying with that country track I heard before, like I feel like sometimes, and I don't know if this is like just me, feel free to like argue this point in the comments, but like I feel like sometimes where you have sort of like an A section and a B section with, you know, production, whether it be something so simple as, you know, there's no drums and then there are drums, or you know, you have a simple part and then a more intensive part with a bunch of layers. I feel like sometimes where you go from A section to B section, or these different like sections, I feel like just kind of like having them side by side kind of makes them sound like a little bit like abrupt. I know that like one thing that like I'm always doing like in my like beats to kind of like overcome that kind of abrupt feeling a little bit is like I always add things like risers, cymbals, like, you know, take a crash sound and reverse it, or like, you know, find like a sweep or like an impact sound, basically something to basically glide it and help it transition from verse to chorus, and then, you know, chorus to verse, or intro to verse, or stuff like that. Like I find like doing stuff like that just kind of like builds a little bit of energy, builds a little bit of hype, and again kind of blends the sections a little bit like easier together. And I feel like in this part here, it could have, yeah, like it just like when the drums kick back in and the singing kicks back in, I feel like it comes like a little bit like abrupt. Like I think if that even had like a little bit of like a reversed, you know, cymbal, and then the cymbal hits, it would just kind of add more like energy to that part, basically. And I like the bass line. I like all the production as well. I just feel like, yeah, I think that the vocals are a little bit like quiet to really like enjoy them properly.
Y'all been talking a lot of shit since I've been gone. But remember one day, nigga, when you fade into darkness, people got your time. So my legacy lives on. Even your kids and their kids and their grandkids will still fuck my shit while you run in the grave. Niggas talk a lot of shit, but they got them gone. Because the theory in the physical form, at the belly.
Yeah, but I like all the kind of samples and production that you have in that one. Okay, I'm gonna check out this one here. This one is from, after this commercial break, this one is from OT The Real 215. Let's check out this. I think is this a music video too? Let me just see after this stupid commercial. Let's see here. Okay, I think we got another music video. I'm hyped.
bat out I have right here and beat you to a fucking... How dare you? I'll fucking kill you, boy! And I can!
Outside your grandma's crib, hammers hit everything, cause you was too pussy to go near the crib. You did dirt and thought that it would go away, it never did. I told my bro, shoot his fucking stomach till you hear his ribs cracking. Homie bragging, I ain't grabbing and he bagging, till a magnum catch him lacking, cause they tracked him and they knew he wouldn't have one. My homies do homework in summer school. Shame they shot your homie in the brain. I thought son was cool, but they was coming through, turning whole pumpkins blue. That's what you get for jumping dudes. I wish the best of luck to you. I'm on the ad, whipping, trying to bring it all way back. Blow your mask off your faggot face and do the Conway laugh. Get your money, mind your business, player.
Yeah, this is hard. Yeah, this is pretty sick.
Cause we will show up to your place of business later. Some people are talkers and some are demonstrators. Rolling eights up as I get this paper for free to walls.
So I think this is a solid track. I don't have too many points of criticism like with this, or too many things to change. I feel like just like a few things that I want to like kind of pinpoint on this. I love the delivery with the vocals. They're confident. They're, aggressive. They're kind of angry, right? The vocals, and it fits well with obviously the song, the lyrics, the beat, everything like that. I think there's also like some really good use of like ad libs and the vocals too, and good like effects on the vocals, and great production with the beat too. And yeah, the music video fits the vibe like perfectly.
I'm up early, fuck working, I got chunks twerking, I'm certain. If I call busy up, it's gun bursting. I'ma have S go with him, so ain't just one person. Now the witness one certain. Runs got my lungs hurting. Counting money, stop talking please. As they followed homie dropped his keys. They tapped him and walked off with ease. What you thought was gonna happen when you talking grease? Glocks get squeezed like you told him, put me in my coffin please.
Yeah, dude, this is really sick, man. No, this is like really dope. Like, I love the rapping in this.
In this game, don't let them do you any favors, cause they'll let shit go for now, send some goons to check in later. They ain't playing by the rules, your own crew's your biggest hater. I miss the DVD era, the concrete rooms for getting paper. When they tell you that they love you, it's a sales pitch. They switch up real quick when they find a mail bricks. He robbed my man, I robbed his man, that's a fair lick. Roll a buck onto this real shit, retreat the walls. Yeah. Free the walls. Yeah. Free the walls. Yeah. Free the walls.
Yeah, this is sick, man. I definitely want to hear like more of this stuff too. Again, I don't have like any like points of criticism to change with it. I think like you nailed everything with it. That one was solid. All right, I have this one last track for the night, guys, and I'm probably gonna have to cut it.
That was fun.
Yeah, I know there were a couple of other submissions that I wasn't able to get to, but make sure that you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel, because like I said, we're going to be doing 2 live streams in May. Probably the next one, we're still trying to figure out the exact date. It'll be probably in a week or 2, the live stream, but make sure that you guys, hit that subscribe button. Anyone who I didn't get a chance to kind of react to and review the songs this evening, I'm going to be adding you guys into the queue, and we'll review it in the next live stream. But yeah, let's finish this one off here by listening to Melancholy by Sunset, who's another like great friend of the channel here.
We're getting a person shot at 3334 422. You guys are okay over there?
Yeah, I know this song. this is good, man. You finally put this one out, right? I know we were listening to like kind of demo versions of it. Oh yeah, that's so good. That drum fill's crazy. Yeah, dude, the mix is really, really good. I feel like I need to get like mixing tips from you, man.
Count your blessings, but I'm always feeling condemned. I'm trying to find the light, but it's hard when I'm still alive. I'm still alive. All of my life I can never see the stars, but now I don't want to die before I go far. Chilling eye under the night sky, wishing for my life back like once upon a time. I do things I hate 'cause nobody loves me. I'll win this fight, I'll escape velocity. I'm trying to find a way out. I'm gonna make it on my own. I don't need nobody, no one to call when I'm alone. I walk over shards of broken glass in my house.
Yeah, I love the vocal like delivery with this.
I just wanna go home.
Ooh. Yeah, that's sick. I love that solo, man. Yeah, that is such a good solo. Oh yeah, these strings are really good here. Now this is sick, man. I'm happy that we had this one. I feel like this was like the perfect one to wrap up the live stream on. I love just, man, that song just takes me to a whole different place. I feel like there's so much like I love about it. I love obviously like the production, the lyrics, the vocal delivery is one of my favorite things. But I feel like in this latest version I heard like the guitars and the drums, like, I don't know, I noticed them kind of more in this latest version and stood out to me. But I know it's one that you were working on for a long time. I think it's solid, man. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining the live stream. This was one of our biggest live stream yet, actually. There was still a handful of songs that I didn't get to, and I'm really kind of wishing that I had more time in this live stream, but I'm gonna have to cut it off there. But thank you guys, so much for submitting your songs. Like I said, we're going to be doing another live stream. We're going to be doing 2 live streams in May. I'm just currently like finalizing the dates for them. But make sure you guys definitely hit that subscribe button on YouTube, because that's going to be the first place where you're going to find out about the upcoming live streams. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Like I said, this was so much fun. Anyone who I didn't get to listen to now will just be added in the queue, and we will listen to those in the next live stream. So thank you guys so much, and we will, see